Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to today's presentation. Today, we'll be exploring Chapter III, Regulation 18, from the LSA Code 7.1. This is the cover slide, so I just want to give you a quick overview of what we'll be covering. We'll look into the key aspects of Regulation 18, understand its implications, and discuss how it applies to our work. So, let's get started and dive into the details. Line-throwing appliances are often misunderstood, but it's important to remember that they are not distress signaling equipment. Instead, they are specialized tools designed specifically to be used in distress situations. Their primary purpose is to assist in rescue operations, helping to establish a line or connection in emergencies. This means that when we see or hear about line-throwing appliances, we should think of them as safety equipment meant for urgent use, not as a device for signaling distress signals. Understanding this distinction is crucial because it highlights their role in saving lives during critical moments. Throughout this presentation, we'll see how such equipment plays a vital part in safety protocols and emergency response strategies, emphasizing their importance in maritime and rescue operations. In this slide, we're looking at X4, which is an essential component of the system. The key point here is that the LTA, or linear track assembly, contains 4 projectiles. These projectiles play a crucial role in how the system functions, providing the necessary force or movement when activated. It's important to understand that having 4 projectiles allows for more versatility and efficiency, especially in complex operations or tasks that require multiple actions in quick succession. This setup ties into the overall theme of the presentation, which is about optimizing performance and reliability through thoughtful design. By ensuring that the LTA has 4 projectiles, we're enhancing the system's capability to deliver precise, controlled movements, ultimately contributing to a more effective and robust solution. Let's take a closer look at the key dimensions of the line and the equipment. The diameter of the line is 235 millimeters, which is roughly 9 inches. Its length is about 310 millimeters, or 12 inches. These measurements are crucial because they determine the overall reach and strength of the line when deployed. Speaking of reach, under calm weather conditions, the line can extend at least 230 meters. That's quite a significant length, allowing it to span considerable distances in rescue or operational scenarios. The diameter of the line itself is 4 millimeters, which provides a good balance between flexibility and strength. Now, regarding safety and durability, the line's strength is not less than 2 kilonewtons. This means it can withstand substantial tension without failing, which is vital when you're relying on it for rescue operations or transferring equipment. Finally, it's very important to remember that the line-throwing appliances must never be used if the atmospheres are explosive. Safety is always the top priority, and these guidelines help prevent accidents during challenging conditions. Overall, these specifications ensure that the line is reliable, safe, and effective for its intended use in various operational environments. Let's take a closer look at the LTA, which is essentially a messenger line. It's important to remember that it operates within a temperature range of -30 to 65, so ensure you're using it within these limits for optimal performance. The operating instructions are provided directly on the casing, making it easy to find and follow the proper procedures. One of the key points to emphasize is that the LTA must be capable of throwing a line with reasonable accuracy. This is crucial for safety and effectiveness during rescue operations. When selecting line-throwing appliances, always ensure they are suitable for the specific situation and capable of delivering the line accurately over the required distance. Connecting these points to our overall theme, it's clear that reliable equipment and proper handling are essential components in ensuring a successful and safe rescue operation. The LTA, or lighted traffic alarm, is kept on a bridge, which makes it easily accessible for quick deployment. Its primary use is for ship-to-shore and shore-to-ship communication, as well as for shore-based rescue services. This means it's a vital tool for ensuring safety and coordination between vessels and the shoreline. Additionally, it includes line-throwing appliances, which are essential in emergency situations when other means of communication or rescue might not be feasible. These appliances allow rescuers to send lines across distances, facilitating rescue operations or the transfer of equipment. Overall, the LTA's placement and features highlight its role in maintaining safety and effective communication in maritime environments, especially during critical rescue scenarios. All right, let's talk about the maintenance and testing requirements for our safety equipment. First off, the LTA drill must be conducted at least once every 3 months. This frequency helps ensure that our team remains familiar with the procedure and that the equipment is functioning properly. Regular drills are crucial for safety, so don't overlook these scheduled exercises. Next, let's look at the validity periods for our gear. The body and line kits are valid for up to 9 years, which means they can be used safely within that time frame as long as they are properly maintained. After 9 years, it's essential to replace them to ensure reliability. For rockets, the validity is shorter, only 3 years. This highlights the importance of keeping track of expiry dates and replacing equipment on time to maintain their effectiveness during emergencies. Finally, regarding line-throwing appliances, it's important to check their condition regularly and adhere to the manufacturer's guidelines for maintenance and testing. Proper upkeep of this equipment is vital, as it can be a lifesaver in critical situations. Overall, consistent testing and timely replacements are key to maintaining our safety standards. Keeping these schedules and validity periods in mind helps us stay prepared and ensures the equipment we rely on is always ready when needed. Now, let's move on to some important safety requirements regarding line-throwing appliances. First, it's mandatory that these appliances are used on all cargo ships, tankers, offshore support vessels, and passenger ships that are 500 gross tonnage or above. This means that on larger vessels, we need to ensure these devices are always available and properly maintained. Before firing any line-throwing appliance, it's crucial that the end of the line is securely attached to a strong point on the vessel. This is essential to prevent the line from flying loose or causing injury, and it helps ensure the safety and effectiveness of the operation. Also, I want to emphasize that line-throwing appliances must never be used in proximity to aircraft. This is a vital safety rule because the line or the appliance could pose a hazard to aircraft, potentially causing accidents or injuries. So, in summary, these devices are vital safety tools on large vessels, but they must be used with care, secured properly and never near aircraft, to ensure everyone's safety on board and around the vessel. As these indicate hazardous cargo that could be ignited by pyrotechnic devices, it's crucial to handle such vessels with extra caution. Remember, you should never fire over vessels flying B flags, which mark them as carrying dangerous cargo during the day, or if they are displaying red lights at night. This is a key safety rule to prevent accidental ignition or explosions. Always stay vigilant and ensure you're following these guidelines to protect both your crew and the environment. These precautions are part of the overall safety protocols we've been discussing, emphasizing the importance of proper identification and cautious handling of hazardous materials at sea. When we encounter a situation where someone refuses to accept line-throwing assistance, it's important to understand what that means. Essentially, it indicates a refusal to accept help when it's offered, which can complicate rescue efforts. Another key point is about firing over vessels or stations that are making the Morse signal, GU, by sound or light. The letter GU is a distress signal, and it's critical that we do not fire over them. Doing so could cause confusion, hinder rescue operations, or even cause harm. So, in summary, always respect the signals and the responses of vessels in distress. Never fire over vessels or stations signaling, GU, because it's a clear indication they need help, and interfering with that can be dangerous and counterproductive. This ties back to the overall theme of effective and respectful communication during rescue operations. Understanding signals, respecting refusals, and ensuring our actions support safe and successful assistance. Now, let's take a closer look at the explosive content maximum, which is 118 grams. It's important to keep this limit in mind to ensure safety and effectiveness during operations. When firing the line-throwing appliance, I should always hold it in the direction of the wind. This helps to maximize the projectile's range and accuracy. Additionally, aiming at an angle of about 45 degrees from the surface is optimal for achieving the maximum projectile path. It's also worth noting that the casing of the line-throwing appliance is water-resistant, which is essential for working in various weather conditions. This feature helps maintain the device's functionality even in damp environments. Overall, understanding these key points ensures that we use line-throwing appliances effectively and safely, which is vital for successful rescue operations and other applications. All right, let's go through the operation of the LTA. First, you want to remove the front cover and then point the arrow on the unit in the direction of firing. Just remember to keep your hand well away from the trigger at all times for safety. Next, you'll need to make sure the cord is fastened securely to a heavy line and then attached to the vessel. Don't forget to check that the small cap is in place. This is a simple but important step to prevent any accidental firing. Then, remove the safety pin and hold the unit in the firing position. When you're ready to fire, aim over the top of the vessel. Now, in case of a misfire, hold the unit in the firing position for about a minute. This allows any residual charge to safely dissipate. After that, you can dispose of the unit overboard. The key points here are safety and proper handling. Always point in the correct direction, secure everything properly, and be prepared for a misfire by holding the position. These steps are crucial to ensure safe operation and proper disposal of the device.